We are live.
Hello,
Hey
hello
everyone.
everyone.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, everyone.
Hello everyone. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. This is our episode 2 of Australian Digital Business Coaches Talk Show. Today we are going to talk about how your current job be your launchpad, not the destination. And this is we are going to share how we use our current job to fund the business that will eventually fund our dreams. So, before we start, let me ask you something. When did you last feel like you had enough time, enough money, or enough freedom to do actually what you enjoy in your life? For so many us, including myself, felt like that distant dreams while juggling work and family with nothing left over ourselves. So today we are going to talk about how we start our businesses and how we let our current job fund our business. Without further ado, I'm going to ask my first question to Kim. Can you please take us back to the moment you decided to start your own digital business while you were still working? What was happening in your life that made you to say, yes, I want to start something for myself?
Thank you, Lavina, for the question. So, first of all, I just want to introduce myself first. I'm Kimmy. I'm from Sydney, Australia. I currently work full-time as a recruitment consultant in my corporate space in Sydney. I have 3 beautiful kids, and yeah, side to side, obviously, I'm running this digital business for over 6 years now. So, just about the question, really, just back then, I was actually working really, really long hours. Like both my husband and I, we work, constantly, like around the clock. And there was that one time, I came home from work, and it's just one of those moments. It's just, you're tired, and but inside of me, like I always wanted to do something different. Like I always want to actually do more to actually help my parents enjoy their retirement years. But I didn't know what it was. I didn't know how I can do it, what I can do extra, because I knew that if I go out to actually find another source of income and find another job, I actually have to be away from my kids. So that was not an option for me. But coming into this, like this online opportunity, first of all, I didn't really know like if this was an online opportunity at all. Like I just saw someone on a news feed thinking, okay, she can actually work very flexible and she can earn a really good income. So I really had to, really overcome my fears and trusted my gut feeling to actually, went and click on the link to actually go watch the workshop and, look into everything because, obviously you have to do your due diligence. You have to make sure that it's legitimate as well, especially for me working in government. I had to be really, really careful of what I do as well. And just like anyone, right? You have to do your due diligence. And that's what I did. And it's history from there. Like I really didn't know how impactful this business can be. Not just originally we come in for the income, obviously, but I didn't know how big it can turn out to be. And, I think coaches here can testament to that because, it's just the growth that you see within yourself and the possibility of what you can do more for you and your family. And that's what this business has allowed me, open up my mindset and really gave me a sense of purpose to do what I do now. It's making a positive experience for me and the people I surround myself with, especially now being in a community like all like-minded people who's going for one dream, like going for their dreams and not having fear hold them back. It's just a great place to be. And, like there's a lot more to learn, a lot more to grow. But I feel like I'm in a safe place to be able to do it. So, it's for anyone out there who's actually, longing for, some growth and a space where, it's safe to actually build your goals and your dreams, this is the place. So back to you, Lavina.
Thank you, Kim. Thank you so much for sharing that. And I know so many of you listening right now just nodded along because they felt exactly the same way, the feeling of wanting more, not out of greed, but out of knowing deep down that life has more to offer. That's exactly what brought most of us to this journey. And it's so powerful to hear where it all began for you. And it's same for many of us. And my next question is going to Nim. A lot of people worry that starting a business will drain their savings to put their family under financial pressure. How did your job become the safety net and that allowed you to build without any fear?
Thank you so much, Lavani. I'm Neem from Melbourne. I have been in this business 3.5 years now. It's a good question, actually. I just went back to 3.5 years ago, 2022. When I was starting this business, I had two choices. So every business comes with the startup cost. So when it's come to the startup cost, I had two choices. I can keep savings in my bank account and stay safe side, or I can invest that money for me to build my business like that. So I think when we get into the new venture, new area, always we feel doubts because we don't have confidence until we start. So at that time, I also felt same like that. But I decide I have a full-time job. I can get 9 to 5 salary as an engineer. So it's enough for surviving day-to-day, paying bills and kids' responsibilities. Everything is covering by that 9 to 5 salary. But why I felt I need something? Because I need extra money. I need something extra. I really felt I need something more than where I am right now. That's the reason. So it's a kind of a growing mindset. That's the step. I made that decision. In 2022, I felt like it's a challenge. What will happen if this money, am I going to waste this money like that? Those kind of feelings coming. But I made that decision. The best part is because I was having my 9 to 5 job. So I wasn't expecting kind of instant money, instant results from the business. So actually, I used my job to build my business. Especially, I was not rushing for earning money from the business. Because of that, I was able to follow all the strategies and I can make a strong foundation in my business because my 9 to 5 was helping me to surviving in our lives. So that's the actually best part. Every time, because staying in the 9 to 5 and building a business is a kind of a two different mindsets, employee mindset and entrepreneur mindset. But you can use your job to build, you become a strong entrepreneur. After 10 months of being in this business, actually business surpassed my engineering full-time salary. But now, being in 3.5 years, now my business giving me monthly, sometimes 2, 3, 4 times like my full-time salary. But in that time, if I said, no, I'm not going to waste money, I'm not going to take that step, actually, I don't have anything right now. So anyone who's actually watching us, if you are in 9 to 5, you don't have to quit 9 to 5 as soon as you start the business. Just use 9 to 5 very wisely. Build your future. Once you build, if you're satisfied with the income level and everything, you can make a decision. I'm going to quit or I'm going to continue. I still love my job, actually. So that's why actually I'm in my job. But income wise, actually, I'm getting good income from this business because it's wisely used 9 to 5 to create my future in my business and with strong foundation.
Thank you so much, Nim. Thank you. I love that reframe so much because we've been taught to see our jobs as just a paycheck. But what you're describing is so much smarter than that. Your job became your foundation, not your ceiling. That's the mindset shift that changes everything for all of us. And I think a lot of people listening needed to hear that story and needed to hear it put that way today. Thank you so much again. My next question is going to go to Ramandeep. Hi, Ramandeep. What did your first few months look like in terms of balancing work, family, and building the business? And what kept you going when it felt like too much?
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much, Vani, for giving me this opportunity to share. Myself, Ramandeep, I'm from Adelaide, Australia. I used to work in healthcare. Nursing is not easy, but it's a very good job. So I started this business 5 years ago, along with my full-time job. So again, same like name, my job was paying me good, but I was missing the time. So that's the reason, like for time, I started this business so I can spend more with my son. He was only 4-year-old. So, well, it wasn't easy because I wasn't a tech savvy at all. I didn't have any experience or any skill, as mostly people, say like when they ask us, the first question is like, I don't have experience. I'm not a tech savvy. How can I do this business? Because business word itself is a big word. So when it comes to the business, we all just first thing comes in a mind, oh, maybe I need to be suited, booted. I need to be very presentable. I need to have lots of skill, all that. Exact same question was mine. And I asked my mentor, look, I have nothing, but I have only one thing, is desire to learn. I'm ready to learn if you teach me. So first few months I took very slow actually, because I was doing my full-time job. I was looking after my son, then my family, everything was like, because I was in my comfort zone, same routine, same shift work, same. Then on top of that, I had to find extra time so I can learn in the starting. So my family was very supportive in the starting. Well, till now, but my husband is very supportive. He said, you take your time, I'll look after everything. He used to cook meals, he used to look after my son. So I took my time in the starting. I started learning slowly. So the best thing what I got when I came into this business, like, we have everything very easy step by step, and it's video based. So like anyone can copy from that, right? So that thing made me easy to learn. So I didn't rush. I wanted to learn it first. I wanted to understand what the system is, so my future will be easy. So first 3 months, yes, I started in October 2020. So first 3 months I took it very slowly. I started learning. I started the system, like everything, and then within 3 months, exactly 3 months, I started earning. That was my first earning exactly on 8th of January. So when I got my first income from the business, that was my big push. So my first commission was is equal to my almost fortnightly salary. And then I thought like, oh my God, if I can earn that in one day, and I have to work 60, 70 hours over there, leaving my son behind, sacrificing all those little movements, why shouldn't I, just focus more on the business? And 8th of January 2021 was the day I never looked back. So that was my biggest push, because, I sort of got into that mind, like, if I put more time, if I learn more, if I be consistent, that is the best thing to, be successful in any business. Doesn't matter. It goes where, if you're consistent and if you're ready to learn, and I'm a good learner, that's what I can say. So I just wanted to make money. I wanted to stay home with my son. I wanted to be a housewife, not a housewife, a earning housewife. So that's how I landed in here. And I just highly recommend to every single person who is just sitting there on the fence and thinking like, I don't have a qualification, I don't have a degree, I'm skeptical. Guys, I bet you live here, you can't find a better business than this. This business has changed my life. I was able to quit my full-time job within a year and a half. I'm sitting at home from nearly 4 years now. working full time on this business, and I'm giving the life which which wasn't possible at all with my job, to my son. And I'm helping my parents. And I got almost everything ticked, which I dreamed before, which wasn't possible with my job. So if you want flexibility, if you want freedom, if you want time, if you have time, you can get anything. So if you want time, then this business is the perfect fit for every single person who wants growth in their life. So that's all about me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ramandeep. Thank you. Honestly, thank you for keeping it real. Because I think sometimes on the outside, people see where we are now and they see how much we are earning now and assume it was smooth sailing. And it wasn't always. What you described, that messy, tired, hopeful middle part, that's where the most of our listeners are right now. And hearing that you pushed through it and came out of the other side is what matters. It's everything. Thank you so much for that. And my next question I'm going to ask from Nosh. Hi, Nosh. When you have gone full time, sorry. My next question is going to actually Elenita, not Nosh. Sorry, that's my mistake. When you have gone full time in your business, what was the most you knew? It was time, and how did it feel to make that leap?
Hi, just one sec. My thing, can you hear me now? Yes.
We can hear you.
Yep, that's great. So can you repeat that question again? I was going.
No, okay. When you have gone full time in your business, what was the moment you knew it was the time, and how did it feel like to make that leap, to take that decision? What did you feel?
Oh my goodness, that was like, we're talking about 6 years ago now, because I'm doing this business now for 6 years. So to start with, I am Elenita Morrison from New South Wales, Australia, and originally from Philippines. So starting this online business, previously I was a 22 years in hospitality and 10 years in the retail. And of course, we all got biggest why we are here, right? I never thought of online business because I'm not into business and I'm not a tech savvy, like computer wise. I don't even know copy and paste and all that stuff, right? I didn't know that until I went to a business, like to this online business. And my husband was diagnosed with Alzheimer's. And, after 5 years, that's the time I have to look for something that I can do something at home that, that I can be with him because he needed my care. And when I did that, first off, I didn't know what to look for. I just want something that I want a solution that what can I do if I stay home with him and and sustain our needs, that because when the first thing that you think, if you're not working, how are you able to bring money and pay all the bills, because we live and breathe to those kind of thing. And so I look for something to do. I thought eBay and Amazon, but wow, I found out that I don't even know how to even do I'm scared to even press something in a computer that becomes blue, those simple thing. And no, I know that others can relate to that one as well. And then you have to find your own product. I don't know what product, and you have to find your own you know manufacturer, and that is big thing. Coming from hospitality and coming from a retail, I had no idea. But when I saw this online business, it felt like it was for me. It was like my prayers were answered. And then of course I was still working as a retailer And then I jumped into this business without, like, when I watched that webinar, I did not talk to anybody. I just jumped and went to the next step, right? Because when you feel something, guys, like you feel the gut feeling, you will feel that yourself, that this is for me. That's what, no matter what people will say, that's what you want, that's what your heart, right? I felt that way. And when I went in to the next step and I saw the others were doing so well, and the community now it's grown to 270,000 members worldwide. I saw them in our private, business page, or that page, that group page, and just blown me away how ordinary people like you and I can be earning, can be change your life, change your family, the lot, like the whole lot. And for me, that was the most wonderful feeling, that things are exist, this opportunity, this business opportunity exists, and I was focused right from the word go. And just it, I didn't even put the blinker there, I just throttle right from the start. And the mindset that I have, it's like I didn't know for start what to do, like what you said, from transitioning to this business. It took me 7 months. um, Mind you, when I was writing my resignation, I still have that mixed feeling, and in my mind when I was typing that resignation was, I won't be belong to any firm anymore. And I cried and cried and cried. I won't be belong to any firm anymore if I leave my job. But when I hand in that resignation, it actually start thinking it's like a knife taken off my chest, because I will be with my husband 24/7, and I have my online business, and it was already taking off uh, with that 7 months. I see the result already, and how much more if I'm going to be full time on this online business. And 5 years after that, just continue. And now it's still loving it. It's still loving it, meeting a lot of people from different parts of the world. And I'm growing. I know it's empowering. Actually, I'm teaching others how to do the online business, guys. Like, I depend, the reason why I jump into this online business, because step by step platform that you can follow. And then second, you have a mentor and coach to guide you. Oh my God, there's someone to teach me how to even use the computer. And that is a huge thing for me. I can rely onto someone. And that's what the business model that we have. We have a great platform, and we have a mentor and coach to guide you. You are not doing it alone. And a lot of people are thinking, oh my God, I can't do it on my own. Of course you can't, because we are here. All right. So for anyone there are thinking about online business, that your fear is not good in a computer, not good in English, you can still do it, because basic one, we're here, right? Everyone can talk, can speak basic English. And even you're not, like, whoever you connect with, you will, learn from that. And because you think, you're not good in English, you cannot be doing it. Of course, try yourself. Get out of that comfort zone, learn more, because you cannot be down here all the time. You need to get up there. And then your client is the whole world, guys. Online business, it's not like the one around. You don't. And plus, you do not have to rely on your friends with this business. You don't have to rely on the people that you know or relatives. No, because this platform will teach you how to reach the people around the world. And it's amazing. It's amazing. And that's all I can say. Thank you so much, Lavina. And yes, and thanks for having me, and
Thank
to all
you.
the ladies
Thank
tonight.
you, Elenita. Thank you so much. And that your story actually gave me goosebumps because that moment that you're describing, moment of knowing, it's not, it may be not the same for everyone, but I think it feels the same. It's equal part of terrifying and exciting and feeling right. Thank you for taking us into that moment with you. And for anyone listening who is working towards that day, just let this be your reminder, and that is absolutely possible if you put your mind into it. My next question is going to go to Gayani. Now you're working part-time. When you have reduced your working hours, what did that transition look like practically, and how has it changed your everyday life?
Thank you, Lavani. So, hi everyone. I'm Gayani. I'm originally from Sri Lanka, so now living in Melbourne. I work in a government school as a teacher aide. So, doing this business, I could say for 16 months now. So, actually, working part time was a dream for me because, like, we were used to work in corporate world for 9 to 5, and I actually changed my career because of kids. I wanted more time with them. But like when I explore this business model, actually, when I saw the global community, because I'm not a tech savvy person or neither social media person. So if someone go to my social Facebook page, like the personal page, they will be amazed because it's not much, nothing much post. There's just only a photo that upload couple of years before, because I'm not active person in social media. So but I actually took the reassurance that the mentoring and coaching, because I knew, okay, when I start this business, I have a very good support system, like the trainings and the support system are from the other hand. And the other thing is, when I saw the group, the private Facebook group, I thought, no, I something pushed me, because I saw everyday people doing this business without like no experience at all. With minor experience, they commit, they grow together. So I thought, no, I need to step into this business model and see. And actually, so every year in our working place, like we get the opportunity to work, choose to work full time. So now I say no and skip that, because now I have my income to back up the business, has back up in my business is backing my financial. And even if I need to, even last year I had to go to a surgery. Those I can remember in back in 2022 also, when I had to go to a surgery. Actually, it took some time to me to, like, get prepared financially, because we didn't have any additional income. But this time, I just, as the doctor said, I had, like, I just said yes, I'm doing it immediately. I didn't have to think 2 times, because didn't have to do any savings, or like didn't have to bother about my no pay leave. Just I said yes, thank for this business. I was able to go without any hesitant for my surgery. So even like working part-time is not bothering me. That's because I work part-time and my business runs behind me. So now what happens is I spend more quality time. That's what's the reason I've started the business. So whenever my kids are like asleep, or like when they're school, or like whatever the free time I have without them, I put all the time to the business, because I'm growing the legacy there. So now I'm actually happy about the decision I took 16 months ago. If I didn't take that decision by now, I will definitely had to work part full time, because to like support the family, mortgages are going high and everything is financial, like the rates are going high, and I will have to work full time. But that one decision actually saved my kids' life. I would able to spend more time with them. And yeah, thank you, Lavani. So that's what I have to say. So you have to make your decision for yourself. No one else can do that for you. So this is the right platform. If you want to get connected, you can get connected. Yes, thank you, Lavani.
Thank you, Gayani. And this is what I wish more people could see. It doesn't have to be all or nothing. You didn't have to quit everything overnight to start living a different life. This is so encouraging, because it means anyone listening can start making those small shifts right now and today. Thank you so much, Gayani, again. And my next question is going to go to Lynn. My question is, what is one money myth you believed before starting this business that you experience has completely proven wrong?
Thank you very much, Lavanit, for the question. And hi, every beautiful people, lady in here. I'm so glad that this is the second episode that we have once each month, and it's beautiful. And I think it's sitting here, listen to everyone's story and opinion, and it has been amazing. Yes, before I answer your question, I want to introduce myself a little bit. My name is Linh Huyen, a Vietnamese living in Sydney. I came to Australia almost 20 years. And in that 20 years, I have 5 years in hospitality industry like Elenita and 5 years in a beauty industry. But uh, uh, um, but 5 years in beauty industry, but I have 2 years having my own beauty salon, and that because I want to earn more and I want to have the flexibilities. And I thought that, owning a business give me that flexibility and earn more, but it doesn't. It trapped me into the business, and the cost of, everything to own a salon is very high. So during the time that I'm in the beauty salon, I'm thinking a way that I can earn online. So it's over 12 years ago. So I found, I start with selling products on eBay, Amazon, like Elenita just said. Whatever she said in there, I'm touched because that's my beginning. It's hard. And that's come to your question. What is the miss? Before, I used to think, in online world, you can't sell expensive stuff because it's online. Nobody know you. And if you sell so expensive stuff, nobody buy because they don't trust because it's online. They scare, right? But after, doing the business for some time, I even can sell very expensive products online. And it's, like just changed my mind. And but come into this business is because as Elinita say, is we if we do selling the product, we have to constantly sourcing the products and buy the products. That is my problem. I have to buy a lot of product and stock at home and just keep selling to the point, around year 2019, there is so much competition, people jump online a lot, and I have to buy a lot of inventory and leave it at home. So that's why I'm looking for a different solution. So I still can do online because I know online is more opportunity. I mean, like online, you can earn more because you can leverage. You can sell at night time, even when you sleep. But with my beauty salon, I can't do that. So my wish, my dream is, to leverage somewhere, some business, some online world, so I can earn more, earn 24/7, leverage to earn more. And I want the flexibility because that time I have young kid and I'm here by my own. I have no sibling, no families to, depend on or get some help. So I need to be doing everything myself. That's why I need the flexibility to look after my families and, earn more. The most important thing is earn more because I know that, having a shop, even work for someone or having a shop, I can only leverage that much in the time frame. Yeah. So when I come to this business, I realize that, we can get a customer that, agree to pay that much, like a lot for a whole the entire business system. As everybody be in here know that we have different strategy for the business. Like anybody can get started, even they are in debt like Deb and Roxanne, or they have a big capacity, big investment to invest in the online franchise. Yeah, so before I thought, we can't sell too expensive until I come into this business. I see that, we can sell from small to very, very big. Yeah, the other day in our community that I see one person, she sell entire very, very big package. And I'm like, wow, that's very, very, I mean, like very, big opportunities that we can scale. Yeah, so 3 things that I want to share here, that to sell high, like high business opportunity or high business system, we need to have a social proof, which is in our business system. They have includes, we have the social proof, which is our communities. Everybody here just share. We have over 270 something member community. That communities is our unique selling point in our business, because people join us, people see a lot of people making huge life change and making huge money in there. That is very unique. That is very different. That's why make this business work for us. Yeah, that's a little bit I want to share. Thank you, Navani.
Thank you, Lynn. Thank you for sharing the story. We all are carrying around those stories about money and businesses and risk that we even never take, and those risks or those myths are never even at the beginning. You just shared is such an important reminder that the best way to challenge belief is to go for it and live with it and do the totally opposite of it. And thank you so much for sharing that. Suraya, my question is going to you next. Looking back, what is the one thing you wish someone had told you at the very beginning that would have saved your time, stress, or self-doubt?
Thank you, Lavani. I introduce myself first. I am Suraya Yasmin, living Australia, almost 19 years, and I am original from Bangladesh. Lavani, can you repeat the question again?
Yes, the question is, looking back to the time when you started the business, what is the one thing you wish that someone has told you at the beginning, when you started, and that would save your time, stress, or self-doubt?
Okay. I remember I starting this business 2 years before beside my full-time job. One of my family friend, when I starting, then she come to me and say, "What are you starting?" So I just starting online business. She is interested, and she is say, "Okay, can you tell about your business?" So I just sent to her for the webinar, but she is not trusted. And I remember she sent me the message, she not phone call, she just sent me the message. This is not actually real business. You just go this one because you're very innocent. Something like that, blah, blah, blah. I remember that one. But after 2 years, one day in a shopping center, I just see her and she said, because she know, because the same community, she follow my page, picture, and especially when I starting business, after 8 months, I becoming a coach. Then I go to the joining for the Japan convention. And when she saw my picture and she said, "Oh my God." And after that, she congratulated me and said, "Sorry, I just really thinking that is actually not a real business, but that is mistake." And after that, she joined with us. Now she is business partner in my business partner, and she is growing too. And that things I remember. Some people actually they don't know. Elenita or Ramandeep mentioned, they don't know actually what we're doing. Normally, they're thinking in online business. Some online business actually they sometime like that they go like the bad experience. That's why mainly they're thinking online means something, the scam or something not real. Yeah, they believe, they are a strong belief, and they try to like the surrounding people who are starting, they try to like a little bit negative vibe, but I'm very strong and positive mindset. And when I start this business, I research, own research, and then I decide like this opportunity, like this platform is for me, because I am like the person, I'm not like the confident, the product selling or delivery. I think too much hassle for me. And in Bangladesh, I am the university teacher, so I have experience, in here. I think in a teaching profession and mentorship is little bit similar, like that teach other people. So I think this is easy for me, teach other people how they starting business. And I'm very community person. And I just starting this business 2 years before with my job, but after 15 months, I just quit my job. Now I only doing this business, and this plan B, now plan A. And I know actually what I doing, that is very unique concept. And if I see like my life, last 2 months almost, my husband is doing the IT job. He's very on off, he doing like the normally December and January is not busy in the industry. But we have no issue, because I income from this business. And before I start, Alnita say she don't know like the copy paste computer, no experience. But actually, I am not business minded, and I just thinking, because my dad always teach me business means that is like what call is stressful, yeah, something tough, struggle, challenging. So my mind said, okay, I never ever go for the business. But when I starting this business, I just learn. I not focusing the earning, I focusing the learning. And now I in here like the 5-figure income from this business. I do everything. I just like the especially like the I love like the traveling, especially this business. I think good for me, because anytime I can make my decision. Thank you, Lavani. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, Suraya. We can read every book and watch every training, but there are some things you only learn by doing it. And you just handed our listeners a story that they can actually get inspired, and that is such a gift. Thank you so much, Suraya, again. And our last question for our episode 2 of Australian Business Coaches Talk Show is going to Nosh. Thank you, Nosh, for joining today. And your question is, if a working mom or dad is listening right now, still sitting on the fence, still thinking maybe one day, or maybe what if, what do you want them to walk away from this episode knowing or feeling?
Thank you so much, Lavani, for that question. And hi, everyone who's watching it live today. Hello, hello, hello. Good evening. I think we're all in Australia, so good evening, everyone. And for those who are gonna watch the replay as well. So, by the way, I'm not sure. I'm based here in Melbourne. By profession, I am a finance officer, but previously I also work as a manufacturing admin and a life insurance advisor. But now, again, I'm in finance, the industry and the career that I really love, and also being an online business owner for almost 6 years now. So my question is all about how a mom and a working parents will be able to use our employment at the same time, build our own business. So being a working mom, I believe, and I totally understand that we get it, right? Like we're all here working so hard to really provide the best life for our family, for our kids. Obviously, as a parent, as a mom, we want to give the best life they could possibly have. But in reality is, in what extent that we are sacrificing. It's very ironic that we want to provide the best life for a family in exchange of not having time with them, right? So it's really ironic for me. Like before I have this business, I believe that I have to work hard, get a career, climb up in a corporate ladder, got a good job, good pay to have a better life and a good life. But then later on down the track, once I become a mom, once I become a parent, it shifted. It's not all about the career. It's not all about the earning that I'm getting, having the good position in a corporate world, but it shifted me into having that quality time with my family. So when I started this business, I started this because I'm of two major things. So just to give you an overview, I started this not because I'm good in computer. In fact, I'm not good in computer. In fact, I don't have an online business experience. But despite of no background of business, despite of not good in computer and not tech savvy, there are two major things why I decided to push my comfort zone and started this online business. Number one is I really wanted to break out the cycle. So even though I have a good job, a decent job, I've worked in a finance for like at least almost 20 years. The reality is my full-time job is just like a survival mode for me. I use that job as my safety net to really survive in a day-to-day basis, right? Probably a lot of the viewers can also relate to that. Yes, we have full-time jobs. I know a lot of people have 2 to 3 jobs, but merely we are surviving. So the question I have for myself, if do I have to live like this for the rest of my life? Am I in the survival mode for the rest of my life? So I really decided to find a way. I was actively looking for a way to have an extra income in the online space because I want to earn more. I know I'm capable to do more. I know I can earn more. But the question during that time is I don't know how, where to start until I found this online business. So the main reason was I want to break the cycle. I want to get out in that paycheck to paycheck lifestyle. And I want to live the life that I really want and not dependent on just one income. And I always believe that even until now, employment is no security anymore. I always believe before that as long as I have a good university, good degree, then I'll be secured for the rest of my life in terms of employment. But there's no such thing as assurance nowadays because even in a split second, I can lose my job. So what will happen to my mortgage? What will happen to my bills, to my family if I lose my job and I don't have a backup plan? That's why I was so grateful when I got pregnant. I have my baby. I was on maternity leave, even though I was not actively working for a year. Yes, we got a little benefit from the Centrelink, but you know for the fact, if you have a family, if you have mortgage to pay, you have bills to pay, those government subsidy support is never be enough. So I was really grateful. I'll have this business while on maternity leave. That means I'm still earning money, even more than what I earned from my full-time job before because of this online business. So that's the major reason. It's just to break the cycle. The second reason is I really wanted to have more in life. I got big goals for myself. I got big goals for my family. I want to have my own house. I want to travel with my family with less financial worries. And if I depend on my full-time job, as I mentioned earlier, my job is just for survival mode. If I want to have a better life, to really live the life that I want, I have to have an extra income. And that's what I found in this online business. This online business allows me to support my dreams, to support my travel with my family. Well, in fact, this online business helped me to build our house here in Melbourne. And also, this business allows me to earn more even while at home, spending time with my baby and my family. Imagine earning, I think it's like 4 times more in 1 month that I earned in the business is 4 times more that I earned from my corporate job. So if you are a parent that you're looking for an opportunity to earn extra income online, even while at home, you don't really have to sacrifice more time for your family because obviously you can take care of your baby just like what I do, take care of your family and still have that opportunity to earn extra income, then definitely this business is for you as well. And also I know a lot of parents that they are happy with their job, they're earning a lot of money, they are really in good position in a good career, in a good level in the corporation, in the company. But that made me realize when I'm now doing the business, at first, I started the business to earn money, to earn extra more, to help pay my bills. But later on down the track, because I've been in this business for 6 years, I now saw the opportunity that this business can also be my vehicle to be with my family full time. So my ultimate goal is to really quit the job, and then I have my online business and able to spend more time with my family. So now I don't have to choose between career and family. Well, in fact, I have more options now. I can be able to earn a lot of income in the online space to support my family, provide them the best life they could possibly have. We can able to travel and have achieve our dreams, at the same time able to spend quality time with them. So I think for parents that who are watching right now, and maybe you're also asking one day that is it possible for me to do the business as well, then you ask yourself, like, at to what extent you are still willing to sacrifice for your family in terms of your income or in terms of your family. So if you are a working parent that you are happy with your income, good for you, because not all parents have that kind of opportunity. So if you are wanted to have more time with your family, then that's why we are here, because obviously we have the opportunity to spend more time with our family because of the online business. But if you're in the other picture of being a parent that's struggling day by day, just in the survival mode, still looking for an opportunity to earn massive income without sacrificing your family time, then this opportunity that we have is also for you. So for working parents, then it's up to you on what are you willing to sacrifice, and how much more efforts and things that you're willing to do just to provide for your family and able to achieve your goals in life. So I think that's all for
Thank
me.
you so much. Thank you so much, Nosh. I don't think that there's a better note to end our talk show than that. Because at the end of the day, that's what this is all about. Not the income, not the strategy, not the numbers. It's about that working parents sitting in their cars on their lunch breaks, wondering if there's another way. And I was there too. And the answer, as every single one of you has shown today, is a resounding yes. Thank you all so much for showing up and being so open and honest and giving our listeners something really special today. This conversation is going to change lives. I truly believe that. I'm pretty sure you all are believing that too. So before we go, I just want you to sit with everything you've heard today for a moment. Real people, real stories, real successes, and nobody told you it was overnight easy. But every single one of them told you that it was worth it. Your job right now doesn't have to be your ceiling. It can be the foundation that funds your freedom you're building towards. If today spark even a little bit of maybe I can do this, please don't let that go. This feeling is worth following. And to all of our amazing coaches, thank you so much for your honesty and generosity today. And to everyone listening today, take that next step. You deserve a life that feels yours, not everyone else's. We will see you again next month on this same day. And until then, enjoy the night and we'll see you again. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Bye,
everyone.
See you
Have a
next
good
time.
night.
Thanks. Good
See you
night.
next time.
Thank
Bye.
Good
you.
night.
Good night.
Stay still. Done?
Sorry, ladies. Like
I think we're still
soon,
live. Yeah. Yes.
soon. We're gonna end. Bye. See you guys soon. Bye.